Сегодня в Волгограде по-прежнему много болельщиков, иностранцы, и после матча остаются на несколько дней в городе, чтобы увидеть больше памятных мест города.
Let's hold it right there. I bet most of you do not understand exactly what they're saying here. At the time this video was being made, I was in the same position. I could not figure out most of the Russian, even though I was living in this country. I was just a few months old and I was struggling to settle in. I was trying to cope with the different climate, I was dealing with cultural shock, there was language barrier, among other personal struggles that I was dealing with at the time. Anyways, that is a story for another day. For this particular interview, I had traveled to a different city in Russia to watch a World Cup football match between England and Tunisia. This was taking place in the city of Volgograd. It didn't matter that I didn't understand the language at the time. I just wanted to be part of the football craze. So here we were, with friends I had just met on my trip, walking on the streets enjoying the atmosphere that the fans had created. Believe it or not, you will be forgiven if you thought we had known each other for years. Not too long ago, we had just met on the train, a complete bunch of strangers. All that we had in common is that we were foreigners in Russia going to watch a football match. At this particular time, we had just finished watching the match. That was when the journalists approached us. We were in a good mood and in high spirits.
Особенно восторженно фанаты отзываются о русском дружелюбии и гостеприимстве. Многие признаются, что с опаской ехали в Россию, но посещение Волгограда оставило только положительные эмоции. Статьями о гостеприимстве и радушии Волгограда пестрит и английская пресса после победы своей сборной.
Basically, what she's saying here is that even after the conclusion of the football match, many fans decided to stay behind and experience what the city had to offer. Before the World Cup, there were concerns and a lot of speculations of how football fans would be treated in Russia. Most people were skeptical, so the reporters simply wanted to get our experience so far.
الو 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 اهو ما جاو الشغبو يا ولا حرس يا كوموندو ردوها كوسوفو. I'm so surprised about Russia and the hospitality.
Я так удивлен Россией и ее
Well, in short, we
гостеприимностью.
were having an amazing experience in Russia. The hospitality from the locals was amazing. Picture this. English is as foreign as it gets in Russia. Even with all the English in the world, you would still find it very hard to get around in the country.
Volgograd, it's a very easy country.
Волгоград — это очень простой город, который полон приключений с огромным количеством достопримечательностей. Мы только недавно встретились с ребятами из Туниса в поезде, и я согласен с ними, что все круто, Россия просто красивая.
Какие слова на русском вы знаете?
Я люблю вас. Россия это очень красивая. Все.
Of course, you would be lucky if you met one or two people who understood English on the streets. But for most locals, the farthest they could go is hello, that's it. Despite these challenges, we were able to get our way around in the city one way or the other. The locals were very accommodative, helpful, and patient whenever we needed their help. And this was not only for us. Most foreigners who came into the country would attest to the same. Shocking, huh? This is not what we are used to in mainstream media about Russia, right? This taught me one thing. Mainstream media can sometimes be skewed or have a bias of some sort. It goes without saying that I am an African, but once you step outside the continent, you will be surprised by the stories that are peddled about Africa. Sometimes I would listen to stereotypical stories or views about Africa and I would be in shock, like, oh my god, are they describing a place I know? It would be unfair to end this video without talking about the attractions that the city has to offer. In the past, Volgograd was called Stalingrad. This is a city where one of the bloodiest wars in history was fought during the World War II. There were more than 2 million casualties when Germany and its allies fought the Soviet Union for control of the city at the time. This is why this statue was built. It is the tallest female sculpture in the world. It is called Rodina Mat Zavyot. This is Russian for the motherland calls. The statue was made to commemorate the heroes of the Battle of Stalingrad. When you visit this place, you could feel a wave of emotion sweeping through. Apart from the statue, there is a museum right there that documents the war. There is a lot of history here, and if you have an interest in the World War, this just helps to put things into perspective. This is the end of this video for today, but stay tuned on the channel for future videos on my continued experiences as an African, and most importantly, being black in Russia. There are more interviews that I was fortunate enough to attend, and I will be sharing more details of what we discussed in future. Until next time, ciao!